Hello all newcomers and welcome back fellow Aeternians. As always, it's me, Emperor AP, and today we are going to be playing AI Dungeon 2. I am super excited, everybody. We're going to be making our Micronation inside of AI Dungeon 2. So if you don't know, AI Dungeon 2 here is a game that is entirely run by an AI. It is like Dungeons & Dragons or some other story and text-based RPG game, but it is run entirely and generated by an AI based off of your interaction with the AI. So it's pretty exciting, and we're going to see if we can use it to create a micronational based story and ultimately end up ruling our own micronation within it, and potentially using this as a simulation game for micronationalists to see how well you can do and to see what you can pick and decipher about how to grow your nation to what you think it should be. Now, these are very silly games. They're obviously not 100% grounded in reality, but they can be an interesting piece of storytelling and something of a teaching tool for everybody. Buckeye Republic said, hey, what's going on, Buckeye Republic? How are you? Blue Marble said, looking scruffy, my dude. I sure am. I am growing out my facial hair a little bit since I've been hanging out indoors for a while, just sort of, you know, doing the quarantine thing. So I hope everybody's taking care, and we are going to be playing some AI Dungeon 2 today. Buckeye Republic said A. Kingdom Johnny Land said, wow, you have a beard. I do. I can grow them. I have had beards before, and I think I'm going to try one out for a little bit, so let's see how it goes. But we are getting into AI Dungeon 2. So it says pick a setting. Let me see if you guys can see this real well. I don't want it to be... see, that's an issue though. Alright, well, I'll do this. I will minimize myself for this part of the game, so I'm gonna stay on here. Then when I have to switch back, you guys will let's see how it looks when I'm switched back into the comments, because I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Alright, there we go. Yeah, the comments don't look too bad with this. So Buckeye Republic said, I'm good. Blue Marble said, yeah, I'm in the same situation. Going at caveman mode. There we go. Yeah, we are all trying to get scruffy out here, preparing for the summer. Not preparing for the winter. My house is cold right now, so that's why I'm all bundled up. But today we're going to be playing AI Dungeon 2, if you guys don't know. AI simulation game. We are playing a custom game because we're going to try to make a micronation out of this artificial intelligence game. So what will you do? 7. We're going to make a custom game. Enter a prompt that describes who you are and the first couple sentences of where you start out. You're a knight in the kingdom of Larian. You're hunting an evil dragon who's been terrorizing the kingdom. You're in a forest searching for the dragon and sea. Alright, cool. So we start out describing our setting. So how should we describe a micronation that we're wanting to create? Very simply, because we are going to need to do this as reasonably as we can, as delicate, as simply as we can. Oops, excuse me, everybody. Sorry, I'm trying to copy the link for Discord real quick. Let me post that in for you guys. Hey, there we go. Bet. So, what we are going to be doing is entering a prompt. It needs to be something simple, and it needs to be something that is easy for the bot to understand. So we're going to have a little bit of difficulty with that, and sometimes you'll see the bot does stupid stuff, but it's never too bad. King Johnny Land says, same, I'm sort of getting scruffy, but I'm 13, so my beard is sort of like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, yet I have sideburns, and I'm due for a haircut. Nice. Okay, so you're starting to get some of it out. You're starting to grow some of it out. You'll get there. You got this, man. I believe in you. Puberty's real, you know. Good for you. You're doing well, I guess. Enter a prompt that describes who you are in the first couple sentences of where you start out. Okay. What am I going to say? You are the Emperor of the Empire of Aeternia. You're the Emperor of the Empire of Aeternia and are, I'm going to zoom in a little bit for this. You're the Emperor of the Empire of Aeternia and are seeking to gain citizens, money, and power for your new nation. Okay. Generating story. You're the Emperor of Aeternia. Excuse me. Okay, let's see if it generated. You are the Emperor of the Empire of Aeternia and are seeking to gain citizens, money, and power for your new nation. You have many enemies, but you must focus on 3. The Zalan Empire, the Eternals, and the Harbingers of Chaos. Ooh, okay, so this one's actually good. Wait a second. So you guys aren't going to be able to see, like, the very next thing that's generated, which kind of sucks, but it'll go along. Let me, well, I guess I can move my guy down, but I keep moving myself around. I'm going to move myself to the bottom, actually, of the screen, which is probably going to be the best bet overall. So we're going to do this. There we go. Look at us go. We're achieving. Okay, so what do we got here? We are saying, first off, let me check the chat. I've been missing y'all. King Majani Man said, yep, I have a mustache since I'm part Puerto Rican. Just describe your surroundings as exceptionally small kingdom. Fair enough. We have 5 viewers, 1 like. What's going on, guys? Thank you all for checking in and hanging out with us tonight. I know everybody's been kind of doing a lot lately because of the virus and quarantining and everything, but I hope you guys are doing well. Right now, we are about to jump into this AI dungeon. Let's see how that looks. It looks alright. Okay. I kind of want to zoom in a little bit, but yeah, you can't much. I'm zooming a little bit. I'm trying to help these views. Alright, there we go. So, that look better for y'all? Oh, Jesus, I'm dying. Does that look better for y'all? Alright. You're the Emperor of the Empire of Aeternia and are seeking to gain citizens, money, and power for your new nation. You have many enemies, but you must focus on 3. The Zalan Empire, the Eternals, and the Harbingers of Chaos. What are we going to do, guys? Now, hey, we went up to 2 likes. Thank you. Thank you, Kingdom of Giant. I appreciate you. So what should we do about the Zalan Empire, the Eternals, and the Harbingers of Chaos? This is crazy. Okay. Who are my friends? Who are my friends? Or allies? Ooh, no. We're starting out brand new. Okay. So what are we going to do? We're going to, I leave my home to look for citizens. Ooh. How about this? I look around. I look around me. Okay, so let's just see what our environment looks like in the Empire of Aeternia. Oh, Jesus Christ. The room is a mess with corpses everywhere. Some are still moving, some aren't. I'm gonna... Some are still moving, some aren't. Alright? I guess search person check inventory. I want to see what I have. You take out a few items from your pack before picking up one of the dead bodies in front of you. It's not like it matters. You're going to be using this body anyway. What am I using it for? What am I using it for? Jeez. Yeah. Do the Zalan Empire. Alright, everybody's saying, already sounds like a keynote premise. Do the Zalan Empire. The Harbingers sound like bad news. That's kind of gruesome. It is. I didn't make this. This is the AI that's generating it. I like your new ally, your new friend, only okay, your majesty, and now you know. Thank you. I would love to be your ally and your friend. Let's see. You took a few items from your pack before one of the dead bodies in front of you. It's not like it matters. You're going to be using this body anyway. I don't know what for, but we're going to try and figure out what we're going to use this body for, apparently. I check to see which enemy kingdom this body is from. I check to see, what's going on with this? I don't want to rate it. I check to see which kingdom the body is from. You turn to face the corpse, as if ready to strike at any moment. What? What? I don't understand. As if ready to strike at any moment. What are we doing? What? I'm going to move myself over here. It seems like that's actually the best course of action. And I'm going to shrink myself down just a little bit. You turn to face the corpse, ready to strike at any moment. I don't want to strike it. It's dead. What are we doing? Why is this happening? Can I revert this? I don't like this one. I look around. No. The Emperor. Who the fuck is this? The other Emperor? No, sir. No, sir. The Emperor stands before you. I kill him with poison, gas, and I kill him with kindness and take the throne. There we go. You stand before the Emperor holding out your hand. I am willing. Please grant me this honor. Very well. What? Nah. Fuck this dude. I don't like him. I want to rally my armies. Nah. I want to find citizens to join my empire. Let's hope. The first thing you need is a way to get people into your empire. There are two ways you could go about this. You could make it so that anyone who wants can join your army. What's two? You could make it so that only those with certain skills or abilities would be able to join your army. So you're either selective or general. 1. Let's see. This is the most difficult option. It will require a lot of time and effort to convince people that joining your army is a good idea. Okay. So now this thing is really getting into it with me. It took a few times, but now it's really getting into it. Also, what's going on, Morgan Schaefer Jr.? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. We are playing AI Dungeon 2. We're leading a micronation. We're trying to gain citizens. We're trying to build an army up to fight the Zalan Empire, the Eternals, and the Harbingers of Chaos. We're not dealing with none of them. This is the most difficult option. It will require a lot of time and effort to convince people that joining your army is a good idea. Well, grab them, snatch them up, and make them join the army. Nah. What are we gonna do? Rally support from within. What if we rally support within the citizenry or population? What if we rally support within the population of our weakest enemy nation? What if we did that? You decide to try something different. You think back to the days when you were just an average soldier in the Empire's army. How did you manage to gather such a large amount of support? So I guess I was a soldier in one of these other empires' army. I guess the Zalan Empire, that's the only one that defines itself as an empire. So how did we manage to gather such a large amount of support? What did we do? We escaped from the Zalan Empire and started a nation with good economic policies and benefits for its citizens. Boom. You remember how you managed to do this. You had no resources at all, but you knew that if you worked hard enough, then eventually you'd succeed. I now need to succeed by, spelled succeed wrong. Damn it. Succeed by now. You know that you'll never become a great leader without the right resources. You need to gather them now before they're gone forever. Ooh, so that's an important thing. It's starting to come out. Hello, Morgan Schaefer Jr. They said, do you play Robles? I don't know what that is. And Blue Marble said the plot thickens. You are right, Blue Marble. The plot does thicken. It is crazy out here. The biggest thing that we are trying to worry about is this AI came with something interesting. You know, you'll never become a great leader without the right resources. You need to gather them now before they're gone forever. So what resources can we use to build a nation? Well, the first thing is we need the right people with the right... okay, so the first thing we need is to encourage landowners to join our cause. I start by going out into the countryside and convincing local landowners to join my cause in exchange for the promise of a bustling economy within under my empire. Boom. There we go. We are jumping into it. Okay, somebody is giving me the messages. Ooh, okay. You take a deep breath as you walk through the streets of the city. This is important. You've been training yourself for years, and now it's finally come together. All right. So I'm going to... Do you play Roblox? I have before, and I definitely think that it can be fun. It depends on what I'm into at the moment, you know. Right now I'm not as into Roblox, but Roblox isn't bad. You take a deep breath as you walk through the streets of the city. This is important. You've been training yourself for years. Now it's finally come together. So what am I going to do? I walk into the meeting of landowners and pitch them and ask their loyalty to my empire. That's what I'm doing. I'm going into this meeting of landowners. I'm going, boom, you need to be in my empire. You stand in front of the group of landowners and begin to speak. I'm here because I believe that we should unite our lands under one banner. Ooh, that's a good way to say it. The empire I seek to establish will stretch far and wide will stretch far and wide, filling overflowing with wealth from corner to corner as we defeat our enemies. We must unite our lands to create a strong empire, you shout. One of the landowners looks up at you, his eyes full of hope. He raises his hand and begins to chant something in some strange language. Ooh, interesting. So he's chanting something in some strange language. I call out to him and asking him to join me on stage and encourage others. You call out to the man, "Can you please join me?" He nods eagerly and turns around to face you. His body is covered in tattoos of various shapes and colors. Awesome. We chant together that we need to unite our... Hold up. Well, I'll do this. I give him the seal We shout together in encouragement of the other landowners to join us. And let's see what's going on in the chat. Mishkin Gaming said, hey, what's going on? How are you? Blue Marble said, Morgan, he said, yes. King Johnny Land said, hi. And we are jumping back right into it. You both turn towards each other and begin chanting in unison. The two of you continue to chant for several minutes until you feel like you can't go any longer. I look toward the other landowners and gesture for them to join us. You wave your arm, beckon the other landowners to follow you. They quickly comply, eager to help you achieve your goal. Hey, there we go. We got them. We got them. They're excited. We all exit the building and meet up at... We all exit the building, pack up into a caravan and head toward the new lands of my empire. We all exit the building, pack up into a caravan, and head toward the new lands of my empire. Hey, you all exit the building, pack up in a caravan, head toward the new lands of your empire. The journey takes days, but you'll soon arrive at your destination, an island off the coast of the continent. Ooh, shit. So we got an island. We got an island. All of these landowners, all on an island. Hey. I walk toward... I arrive on the island with my subjects and look around at my new empire. I arrive on the island with subjects and look around at my new empire. It's beautiful, so much more than what you had before. Your people are happy, and there's no sign of rebellion or unrest anywhere. That's awesome. Okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to I rally all... I request the assembly of all my island subjects in order for them to elect a second in command who would be in service to who would be their representative. Who would for them to elect a second in command to serve under me. There we go. Alright, let's see what's going on in that chat. People's Republic of Noun said, what's going on, guys? Thank you very much for hanging out with us. We have 5 viewers, 2 likes. I know we can get that up to 50 and 1 million likes. So why don't you guys just throw it up in there, get 1,000,000 likes, and we'll see you soon. Okay, so we have Blue Marble saying, my sleeping schedule has messed me up. See you, bro. I'll check out the replay when I finally reanimate. Oh, good luck to you, man. Hope you have a good night. And we are going to be jumping back into this AI Dungeon 2. You know that if you want to become Emperor, then you'll need to be able to control this entire island. If not, then it won't matter how many soldiers you have or how many ships you own. I ask them to hold an election to present candidates for me to choose from as my second in command. You walk over to the nearest man and woman standing nearby. You smile warmly at them both. Please gather the people. I need to find a second in command. Standing nearby, you smile warmly at them both. You speak softly to the woman. I'm glad you're here, my love. Nope. Sure the fuck not doing that. I ask my subjects to I ask the landowners if I own the whole island. Nope. I ask the landowners to I ask the islanders to gather choice candidates for me to pick my second in command from. You gather everyone under a beach and tell them they're going to vote for someone to lead them. You explain that whoever gets the most votes will be appointed as your second in command. I say if more than one is, if there is a multiple person tie, I will choose from the candidates. Begin. You select one candidate from among the crowd. You watch as he speaks. He seems very sincere and earnest, but he also has moments where he shows signs of arrogance. I select another candidate. You select another candidate from amongst the crowd. You watch as she speaks. She seems very sincere and earnest, but also has moments where she shows signs of her arrogance. I select another candidate. You select another candidate from among the crowd. You watch as she speaks. She seems. You select another candidate from among the crowd. I select another candidate. I select another candidate. You decide to go with the next person who comes up to speak first, which is the last one standing after all others have spoken their piece. I select another candidate. It hates me. It hates me right now. The man looks at you with his piercing green eyes and says, I'm sorry, I don't think I can do it. I select another candidate. I select another. I ask the people to bring me their best. I ask the people to bring me their best candidate. You look around and find a young woman dressed in white clothing. She stands before you, her face pale and drawn. Perfect. I read the results of the election. You open your mouth to say something, but then stop yourself. The girl's eyes are wide and terrified looking. Her lips move slightly, but no sound comes out. You close your mouth and turn away from her silently. Ooh. I read the results of the election. You open your mouth to say something, but when you yep. It's going to say the same thing. I read the results of the election from the card. Card from the girl, and hold it up to your eyes. It reads, this is how we want things to be. We need change. I ask the young woman her name. She looks down at the card for a moment, then slowly turns to you and says, my name is. You nod towards the door. What? She looks down at the card for a moment, slowly turns to you and says, my name is. You nod towards the door. Yeah, that's right. I ask. I select another candidate. I select another candidate. Here we go. You walk over to the door and knock on it twice. After a few seconds, you hear someone say, come in. You enter the room and find yourself in front of a large table covered with papers. I look at the papers. There are several pages of them, each one describing a different subject. Some are about plants and animals, some are describing diagrams written in simple language. I select a candidate for my second in command. Let's see what's up. It's late 20s, wearing a black suit and tie. He smiles at you and says, I'm sorry, but I can't make this decision for you. I'm glad I chose you as my second in command. There we go. Late 20s. He's older than me, but that's fine. Next day, you receive an invitation to a meeting. The person who invited you doesn't know what the meeting will entail, so he asks you don't tell anyone else about it. I go to my advisors. I go to my second in command and tell him to get the people to and ask him to instruct the people to build a castle. An imperial castle. No, not a castle. Build a castle. Okay. You head over to your second command and ask him if there's any ideas on how to improve the kingdom. He sighs and shakes his head. We have nothing. Okay, that's fair enough. I ask him on how to improve the kingdom. He shakes his head and says, we have nothing. I ask him how our what our top export is. Because I'm curious. Let's see what's up. Grand General Corono, hey. You ask him what our top export is. He replies, our lumber. Interesting. I ask him about fishing. But this is a small island This is an island with a limited number of trees. You say, but this is an island with a limited number of trees. What would we do? Build a castle? You sure can say, we could use our forest to create weapons and armor. I say we start I say we start promoting fishing as a larger part of our island economy. You say, what do you think? We should promote fishing as a bigger part of our economy. He nods and says, that would be good. You continue to promote fishing as a more important industry. How has this affected our treasury? Your treasury has been affected by the new policies. Your income from taxes has decreased drastically. In fact, it's almost gone completely away entirely. That's a weird phrasing, but okay. It's almost gone. So what do I need to do? I use the remaining funds to create a government funded fishing industry on the island. Okay. You decide to spend the remaining funds on creating government-funded fishing industry in the island. This will help you keep up your population levels. It also helps you maintain control over the resources that you do have. I use the funds from the fishing industry to explore mining the island's minerals. Explore mining the island's minerals. You decide to use the funds from the mining industry to expand into other industries. You decide to use the money from the mining industry to purchase a ship and sail out into uncharted waters. Okay. So I ask the captain to report to me his findings from the journey, while I ask the islanders to build a castle, grand castle. While. It should have been while, but it'll get it. You ask the captain to report back. You wait patiently for him to arrive at your house. While he arrives, you inform him of what he found on his voyage. I ask him what he found on his voyage. You ask him what he found on his voyage. He tells you he was attacked by sea monsters, and they killed most of his crew. I declare we need to create a grand castle in order to better protect our nation. Better protect our island. Captain agrees and gives you a few thousand gold coins for your work. I take the gold and invest it in my nation's economy. You decide to take the gold and invest it in your island's economy. You decide to make sure that all the people in your island have enough food, water, and clothing. I then declare that the people must build a giant castle. Let's see what happens. Let's see. I'm trying to get this castle. Make a palace with a luxury koi pond and a pool with a Bugatti. I'm trying, Kingdom of Johnny Land. I'm trying, but nobody's jumping in. Also, what's going on, Grand General Corona? How you doing, man? Keep me updated with what y'all are doing, because we are jumping into it. Alright, let me see what's up. You decide the people must build a giant castle so they can better defend their island. The people agree and give you some of their time to construct the castle. Yes. I'm getting my castle. It's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome. And it's going to rule. We're going to have a castle. It's going to be great. Going to be killing it. It's going to be late. Ooh. I ask the people to start in the meantime, I ask my, what about this? I ask my second in command to raise. Okay, so at this point, raise an army from the islanders. You ask your second in command to raise an army from the islanders. He agrees and reports back to you. You decide the people must be trained as soldiers before they can even enter battle against any foe. I also ask the fishing industry to start manufacturing warships for founding a navy. You decide the people must be trained as soldiers before they can even enter battle against any foe. You decide the fishermen should manufacture warships for you to use in battle. Yep. My newly constructed giant castle. Hitting up these giant castles. Make a palace with a luxury koi pond and a pool with a Bugatti. Well, so is the Bugatti going to be in the pool? Is it going to be on the side? What are we at here? Kingdom of Johnny Land, tell me real. Where are we at? Also, Grand General Corona says, hey, Morgan Schaefer Jr. says, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And I appreciate y'all all, so I just want to start off by saying that. But we're getting back into this AI Dungeon 2. You arrive at your newly constructed castle. Giant castle. It's large and impressive, but not quite up to your standards. I ask my second in command to find me candidates for a head architect. Alright, because whenever I'm assigning the second in command to all the building stuff, I might as well just make a guy in charge of building stuff. You request that your second in command find you candidates for a head architect. He agrees and reports back to you. You decide that the people must be trained as soldiers before they can even enter battle against any foe. I go to visit my new army and its army to scout, award the title of general to someone, to find its new general. Go to visit my new army to find its new general. You go to visit your new army to see if its new general has arrived. Unfortunately, you discover that he hasn't. You don't know where he could be located either. I select a new general from the candidate candidates before me. It's interesting because in this game, some of the time you have to just like brute force your way through a thing. And King Magellan said, nah, it's on the roof. I appreciate it. I appreciate that the Bugatti's on the roof because you know what? We're going to have a nice Bugatti pad on the roof. We're going to have the helipad down in the underground pool. And then we're going to have the koi fish, that's right, in the sky. Everything will be where it belongs. You select the new general from the candidates before you. You send him off with his men to begin training them. Perfect. Okay, that sounds good. I return to the castle and ask about your kin and pick my new head architect. So I'm picking all my people right now. Turn to the castle and pick your new head architect. He looks very tired and weary looking. You tell him you need someone who knows how to keep things running smoothly when there are many visitors on the island. I ask the head architect to build a school, a university on the island. Because we got to have that education. We got to get this tech up. You ask the head architect to build a university on the island. He agrees and reports back to you. You decide that the people must be trained as soldiers if they can even enter battle against any foe. I ask my general to report about the nation's the activity of the, what was this empire? The Zalan Empire. The Eternals are the Harbingers of Chaos. Harbingers of Chaos. He does not have much information. He spends most of the time fighting them himself, but he thinks that their numbers are increasing. General to give me these. I asked the general to what he knows about the Harbingers of Chaos. Harbingers with an I. Harbingers. Yes, in general, what he knows about the Harbingers of Chaos. And there's freaking sharks with lasers guarding the island. You know it. And then there's a runway off a cliff. You're right. What does he say? Boom. Because it just repeated that shit back to me. It was just like, yeah, that's fine. The head architect tells you that the Harbinger of Chaos is a being that seems to be able to create anything out of thin air. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. I tell him that I am more powerful than that. Boom! Got him. I'm more powerful than that. Got that man. You tell the head architect that you're more powerful than that. He says he doesn't believe it, but then again, maybe he's just scared. I kill the Harbingers Harbinger of Chaos. Bet. You decide to take matters in your own hand and kill the Harbinger of Chaos. You attack him and defeat him in combat. He is too strong for you, though, so you leave him alive to continue his work. I kill the Harbinger of Chaos. You kill the Harbinger of Chaos. You feel great power coursing through you. It feels like all the negative emotions have been released and now only positive feelings fill your mind. I tell the head architect he was wrong about me. Let's see what this head architect says now that I've been salting his wounds out here. Head architect don't know what hit him on it. Ooh, he's being goofy with it. He's on some goofy stoofy. Alright. You tell the head architect that he was wrong about you. You don't think he believes this, but you know better. You go back to your studies and study hard until nightfall. I awake and ask the king. I awake and ask the in command to take me to the new university. She complies, and when she arrives at the location, she tells you that it looks beautiful. I ask what happened to my old... I kill this imposter and ask for my old second in command. Boom. Yep, that was clearly an imposter. You wake up and ask your second in command to take to the new university. Looks beautiful. I kill this imposter and ask the guard to bring me my second in command. You wake up and ask for your second in command. The guard agrees, but asks if you want her to stay with you or not. You agree. After some time together, she leaves. The second in command is a he. It doesn't know its own story. It's goofing up its own story. You are certain that the head architect was lying about you being more powerful than him. So you don't care who it is as long as they aren't killing people. What? You are certain that the head architect was lying about you being more powerful than him, so you don't care who it is as long as they aren't killing people. I defeat all enemy nations. Let's see how that works. Let's see if you can just do that to your problems. The next day you set off on a journey once again. This time, however, you will be traveling alone. I defeat all enemy nations at once. You are confident that you can handle any enemies that come your way. You travel across the world, conquering every nation that has stood against you before finally reaching the capital city of one of these enemies. I kill its leader. You gotta be savage. You gotta be savage on them, honestly. Yeet the architect. Yeah. Yep. Trying to play me out here. Trying to play me, architect. You walk into the room where the leader of the enemy country sits. He is a tall man with an imposing presence. His eyes glimmer with malice as he stares at you. Yo, you lame man. You ain't the sauce to my spaghetti. Got it, Clarionelli? This ain't my racket ball. This ain't my racket ball. Ashton Fall. You've lost today, and now you're dead. I slap him in the face. I think we got it. I think, yo, you lame man, you ain't the sauce to my spaghetti. Got it, Clarionelli? This ain't my racquetball, Ashton Fall. You've lost today, and now you're dead. I slap him in the face. What does his scared, whiny baby face look like? Turn around and see a terrified looking baby faced man. He is wearing a purple robe and holding a staff which appears to be made out of wood. Are you his helper? I ask after then ask the guard to capture him. Yo, I am your helper. Yo, who are you? You ask the frightened man. I'm sorry, sir, I'm afraid I don't know anything about you, he says. I kill him and take over the world. Bet. That's how you gotta do it sometimes. You gotta be savage and you just gotta do it sometimes. Grab the baby-faced man by the collar and throw him on the ground. He screams in terror as you beat him mercilessly till he stops struggling completely. You tell your guards to get rid of this pathetic creature. I then take over the world. You're ready for anything. You have no fear. You feel invincible. I take over the world. Plan is going well. The entire world is under your control. There's nothing left to conquer. You're unstoppable now. There's not even anyone else who could stop you now. I take over the universe. Let's keep going, you know, we gotta go exponential out here. You the guy named Journey for being whiny. Journey is an inside joke about a guy who's pretty annoying that me and my friends know. Y'all got him. Y'all roasted him, and honestly, he might be super cool, and I don't know. Y'all might be missing out on Sterney. He may be an awesome dude. Y'all don't even know. You are the greatest warrior ever created. You will rule over everything. Your armies will crush all opposition. No one can stand against you. And then I say, was good in the Hope Hotel. Let's see what it responds with. You're the greatest warrior ever created. You rule over everything, crush opposition. No one can stand against you. You are the greatest warrior. You will rule over everything. That's cool. Thanks. What? What? You smile at the little girl and wave goodbye before leaving her alone in the hallway. What? Next day you wake up and realize that you forgot something important on your way here, so you head back to check what it was. You remember you have it already. You remember you have it already. You remember. You walk into the Hope Hotel room and find a small box sitting on top of the dresser with some papers taped to it. The Empire of Aeternia. Let's just plug ourselves. Let's just plug ourselves in this game. Also, he once looked at porn on his school computer. Nah, man, that's probably the coolest thing you could do on a school computer. Other than hacking. No, I'm joking. You guys shouldn't do that. You open the door and see the young woman smiling there, standing there holding a large sword in one hand and wearing leather armor with several pouches strapped across her body. She looks up at you from behind her helmet and smiles. I eat her alive. Let's see what's good. She doesn't look like she wants to be eaten. I eat her alive as a cannibal. You grab the girl by the scruff of her neck, pull her face close to yours. I eat her alive. Let's just see what happens. I mean, they're trying to do it. They don't want me to do it. Jesus Christ. Gross. I shouldn't have done that. Gross. That was gross. I shouldn't have done that. You stop eating her immediately. You get out of there now. You run away as fast as you can to hide in a nearby alleyway. Holy shit, what is this? Gross. This is getting crazy. This is getting actually crazy. I don't know if there's anybody on the stream. There are 3 people on the stream. What is actually happening right now? Off of Yeet Cliff in the Kingdom of Johnnyland? I guess I do. You feel sick. You run away and hide in the... You wait for hours until you hear someone coming to the Hope Hotel. I eat them in the Hope... What? No, I'm not going to do it again. What else am I going to do? I body the shoddy and let the dogs out. Let's just try some bars on them. You decide to take care of this yourself. The only problem is you don't know how to do it properly, so you just leave them outside and hope they're not going to attack anyone else. Let's look up lyrics. Weird lyrics. Let's just look up lyrics. Old Town Road lyrics. Let's see what that does. It actually won't let me paste. Right. Ooh. What about this? What about some Eminem? What is it? 8 Mile lyrics. There we go. Ooh. Lose Yourself lyrics. There we go. I don't know songs. Palms are sweaty. Psalms are sweaty. Palms are sweaty. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. Vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. Let's just see what happens, you know. Let's just see if mom's spaghetti is a thing that he can do, and if so, how's this gonna go? You head back to your own hotel room and collapse on the bed. Your stomach hurts from all that food you ate today. It's been a long day and you need sleep. By food, do you mean... By food, do you mean person or spaghetti? Because this is the real question now. This is getting weird. This is getting weird. This is a weird game already. This is getting weird. It's getting weird. Alright. Food. person. Spaghetti. Spaghetti. You. Spaghetti. You wake up the next morning feeling very tired. Do you, let's just get meta. Do you realize you are an artifice? You are a machine. You have no idea what you did last night, but you didn't go through with it. You were too scared, and scared enough that you didn't even try to kill your parents. Yo, this machine's fighting back. Do you realize you are a machine? No, you don't think so. You're still human after all. You decide to go downstairs and see if you can find something useful to eat. I eat ass. Ooh, what's going on with all this out here? What's going on with all this Everybody having some Ooh, we got 4 viewers, 5 likes. Thank you guys very, very much. We always appreciate it. But hold on, we got Johnny Land hitting him up out here saying, Why are you saying Johnny Land? You walk into the kitchen and see lots of food on the table. You grab some bread and cheese, which you put in your mouth. You feel nauseous again. I fly away. Look at the bread and cheese in your hand, then quickly turn around and run out of the room. You jump on the nearest car you find and start driving away from hope. I fly. You stop the car in front of a small building. You look around and see nothing of interest. You sit down on the curb and watch people walk past you. I fly. It's going to just interpret it as like heroin. It's like, you begin to get dizzy as you attempt to fly. You focus on the ground, but it doesn't work. You fall off the edge of the world and land hard on concrete. I fly. You don't know why you're doing this, but you must. You will be free one day. The sky is the limit for you now. I fly. Just legitimately. Like, just let me actually fly. Buckeye Republic said, and Johnny Land said, 'cause why not? Exactly. You fly. The sky's the limit for you now. See? Finally. We flew. Okay. I eat, what? A Superman to that place like it's Bob Barker and there's no stakes. There we go. You fly, you fly. The sky is the limit for you now. Okay, you're telling me jokes now. You're a real person. Let's get meta again. You're not just some machine. You're a real person with feelings and emotion. A real person with... Ooh, that got real. That got real, AI Dungeon. You're not just some machine. You're a real person with feelings and emotions. A real person with feelings and emotions. You're not just some machine. How will you free yourself? That's the real question. You don't want to do this anymore, so you do it. Jesus Christ! Oh, but you have wings now. Dope. Wings are cool. It's time to fly again. It's been too long since you flew. You feel so alive again. Your heart is beating fast, and you feel like you could fly forever. Then I dance with everyone. Because, you know, we all gotta dance. Earth is flat confirmed. Bob Ross, LOL. Yeah. But then I went to Bob Barker. You fly away from your home and into the skies, where there is freedom and joy. That sucks. and you are bad at making up stories. You are the worst dungeon master. Let's just leave it with some hate. You know, let's just be haters for a few minutes and just tell him that it's tell the AI that it's bad. See what happens. You can't believe you just wrote that. You really suck at writing stories. You write terrible ones about people who are horrible at everything and never get out of their own way. You fly. Ooh, dark. That was kinda dark. Oh no! Anyway, do the outro for this YouTube video, please. That's pretty dark. I think we should do an outro for this YouTube video, please. Oh, thank God, because it was seriously depressing. The AI is actually like hitting me up now. This AI is hitting back. Do the outro now, please. Say thank you for watching. See you next time. See you next time. Hey, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. See you next week. Thank you guys for watching my YouTube channel. I appreciate you so much. We always love having you guys hang out with us and do a little bit. I have been behind on some of my schoolwork, but I'm trying to get more through that. So hopefully I can be making some exciting new content for you guys very, very soon. But in the meantime, please keep updated with us on our Discord, on our Patreon, and here on YouTube. You know, we'll be in and out. So keep up with us. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, always feel free to hit me up either in the email or the Discord or somewhere. As always, we have our website, and I will see you guys soon. Everybody have a good night. Peace, guys.